First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To the sideline and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. It fights him off. And this is going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This from 25 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. What's good, guys?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings
Third and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the
No surprise to see his
41-yard
sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Gibbs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. They shakes it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios in Orlando. Scott Hanson with you, and we'll keep it brief because the scoring has been brief. Just one field goal as we play on 3-0. I was promised there'd be touchdowns, so let's find out if we could get one in the third quarter. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll get this to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
We go tonight. Push. Like 20.
Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Goff. He's got right on the short throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken at around the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff. Dancing loose, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here comes 2nd down. Now Goff. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now it's gone. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
That's another.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.